right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I apologize for that. I had a server crash out on me, which caused me to drop my stream. So I'm going to reassess things here real quick and see if we can't get back on these storms. I'm currently still here in northeast Kansas. Had to pull off the road here to fix these. There is a new cell popping to the southwest of Donovan County, Kansas, that has a special weather statement on it. We'll take a look at that real quick here. Strong thunderstorm, wind gusts sub 50 miles per hour, half-inch hail. Currently with that, there is a potential that they could eventually make that a severe thunderstorm warning. But we'll keep an eye on that. We have a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in effect until 5:30. Eastern Buchanan County, northwestern Clinton, north central Platte, southeastern Andrew, and southwestern DeKalb counties. This is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I think this has lost a little bit of its strength in that storm. Do have another one. Another severe thunderstorm warning tracking out of the Leavenworth, Kansas area into the Smithville, Missouri area. This one's in effect till 5:30 as well for northwestern Wyandotte, northeastern Leavenworth, southeastern Buchanan, and Platte counties. Looks like 60 mile per hour wind gusts, nickel size hail. I think what we'll do, hi Pam, thanks for tuning in, is I think we'll make a move. We'll try to come in on these storms on the Missouri side just briefly here, and we'll make a run for those. I hated that the first stream kind of crashed like it did because there was an amazing cloud-to-ground lightning occurring in that. So I'm hopeful that my backup server caught that. It was backed up, that file, so I can pull those images out and post later on my social media. We'll just have to see how that plays out. Bear with me here. I'm gonna try to get over towards these storms on the Missouri side. Try to get into that severe thunderstorm warning. Keep your eyes on the horizon there. There's a good chance you're going to see some of that cloud-to-ground lightning. It's been occurring left and right out here. Pretty impressive to see it. Little bit of good updraft in the clouds there. You can see right there's pretty decent updraft in this storm. If you're just tuning in Donovan County, Kansas, northeast Kansas, getting ready to cross the Missouri River into St. Joseph, Missouri, heading into Buchanan County, Missouri for these storms. Currently carrying a severe thunderstorm warning, wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. There has been quite a bit of cloud-to-ground lightning, so dangerous lightning with it. Hail on and off with these cells, so we're just going to kind of track right along with them here. I appreciate you tuning in with me, joining me for this. Like I was saying earlier, originally this morning when I looked at models and everything, didn't look like much was going to happen for this area. They had us under a marginal risk with the potential of some isolated showers, primarily heavy rain producers and strong wind. But as the day went on, the Storm Prediction Center decided to include Donovan County, Buchanan County, and so a couple counties in northeast Kansas, northwest Missouri in the slight risk area, which kind of up the ante a little bit. for isolated severe thunderstorm development, with the chances of the severe lightning, damaging winds, a little bit of hail, and heavy rainfall. I know quite a bit of the areas in northwest Missouri really don't need much, if any, more rainfall. We do have some of the small rivers, the Grand, the Platte, 102. Those rivers are already up pretty high and causing some flooding. I'm gonna try to continue on here. We're going to be coming in on the backside. On the backside of this severe thunderstorm warning. We'll see if they decide to extend it further up as it's tracking to the northeast. I know there's been quite a bit of amazing photos this week, just storm photos in general, that have been featured on, I know, Chief Meteorologist Jared Shelton with News Press Now has been featuring a lot of the photos this week on the 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock broadcast of News Press Now. So be sure to tune in to the Storm Tracker team with News Press Now. Jared Shelton, Peyton Counts, and Abigail McCluskey. They got a good team there. They've also got the Storm Tracker app you can download. You go to newspressnow.com and you can find the QR code and download that. We're going to continue off to the east here. Come through St. Joseph, Missouri here, crossing over the Belt Highway, or 169 here. Maybe playing a little bit of catch up with these storms. Like I said, eyes on the horizon there, you good chance you'll see some of that cloud to ground lightning. Been a frequent occurrence with these storm cells. I don't know how far east I'll track with this because I'm a little behind as these are moving. We may actually drop down I-29, or I'm sorry, we'll take Riverside here and make a connect. Oh, there we go. There was some CG lightning there in the stream, folks. Good CG lightning there. I think instead of trying to play catch up, these storms are kind of outrunning us here. But they are extending the severe thunderstorm warnings. So maybe we'll continue on. We'll get on the backside of this. They've implemented several severe thunderstorm warning polygons now here on the northwest Missouri side. Primary threats with the, oh, that was amazing CG there. You guys, probably through this stream, you're going to hear me say CG quite a bit. What that stands for is cloud to ground lightning. That's those beautiful straight down to the ground bolts that you see. You're probably going to see those frequently in the stream here. just, although dangerous, just I do get fascinated by it. It's just part of that beauty of nature, with a little bit of fury mixed in, I guess you could say. Torrential rainfall in Stewartsville. I'm actually headed that direction, so I'll be probably coming in the backside of that cat. But there are a lot of cloud to ground lightning just coming out of St. Joe here, the east city limits of St. Joe. There's a lot of cloud to ground lightning happening. But they are definitely extending out the severe thunderstorm warnings as we're traveling along here. As you can see here, there's quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings popping. A lot of lightning populated on radar there. We're going to continue along. Forge ahead. Let's switch to my side view for you guys real quick here, if I can. There's that updraft of that storm there. Kind of hidden in the clouds there, but pretty big updraft. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Don't pull out in front of me. For a second there, that guy was going to pop right out in front of me, which would not have been good, trying to jam the brakes on a slick road surface. So we're going to be coming into the... oh, yes. Very good CG there. The past two chases this week really haven't had a whole lot. I mean, there's been CG, but I wasn't catching it on the stream. It'd be off to the side of the camera, either right or left, but getting quite a few this time. Just tuning in northwest Missouri, Buchanan County, headed eastbound on US 36 highway. We're gonna head right into these severe thunderstorms, get over towards the Stewartsville, Missouri. Yeah, Pam, it's happening quite a bit. I mean, it's just lightning bolts left and right. When the National Weather Service kind of gave an update here later this afternoon, they did indicate there was going to be a lightning threat, and it's impressive to see. I haven't ran into any of the wind gusts just yet. I know the severe thunderstorms here, they're, oh wow, amazing. It was like 3 bolts all in one area there. Hopefully you guys saw that on the stream. Would have been kind of to the left side of the screen there. Yeah, lightning is just hitting left and right out here. Impressive CG. I wish I could get stopped somewhere to try to do photography, some burst photography to try to catch those. What I may have to do to produce these is do some screen grabs from the stream here and try to get that. Yeah, Pam, good thing to have that weather radio. A lot of these isolated storms just popping up left and right. keeping my eyes on, I know I'm over here on the Missouri side, but keeping my eyes on one that's moving into Donovan County now, or getting ready to move in. It's kind of at the, CG again, kind of at the southeast corner of Brown County, Kansas, getting ready to cross to Donovan County. Still has your special weather statement on it, but wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going severe. Yeah, Kat, I agree. That lightning is nuts. It's amazing to see, but definitely nuts. A lot of electricity in the air with these storms. Guys are watching along and you hear me keep talking to Kat or mentioning the name Kat. Kat, her and her husband Kevin are both storm chasers. Kat tunes in quite a bit when I'm live streaming and keeps the chat going for me. They're out probably, I think, just ahead of me. If you're not, you're over by Stewartsville, aren't you, Kat? I was at my full-time gig day because of course, as much as I would love it to be able to do my passion full-time, chasing these storms, I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything like that. So all my expenses come from out of my pocket. So I have to be a big boy and carry an adult full-time job. So it wasn't until I got off work today and saw the updates that I was like, well, we'll go ahead and go after this for a little bit. See how it is. This is, I know most of the extremely severe potential as far as north of us, Iowa, those areas like that, and on up Wisconsin, I think, like that. We're going to be coming up on Stewartsville, Missouri here momentarily. Might have some data drops here. I apologize. I know this is one of the areas that I constantly have data drops. Alright, Kat, thank you for that. Thanks for the heads up. So, Kat, she's reporting that there is ponding on the roadways up ahead of me here on continue. Oh, yeah. Tell you, that lightning is just impressive. Oh yeah, yep. Starting to hit some of that ponding water. Bear with me here, chat. Starting to get into the little heavier the rain. Oh. Oh, wow. That CG lightning is just absolutely impressive. may run into some of those data drops again. I apologize for that. Just bear with me here. I think I'm going to move back to the west. These storms are tracking just a little quicker than I want to keep up with the heavy rain. I'd have probably been on them a little sooner had it not been for the server drop or server crash earlier. Yeah, Cat, I'm playing catch up with those cells. I'd be moving too slow to say have a chance of getting on them good. It is some good footage of some CG lightning there for you guys, so definitely crazy to get in those storms and you see you got blue sky back here to the west again, sunshine, which, I mean, it's only 5:30 in the evening, so that blue sky, sunshine popping through, these storms clear out, that can create heating in the environment again, and could get some more fuel for some more storm development. We'll kind of see how that plays out. We'll get back west here and a little ways and take a look right over here. See what's happening, see what we can kind of game plan for. Off in the horizon there to the west, can still see some updrafts happening, popping up into the atmosphere there. Pretty good line of storms. The cells kind of went linear, kind of a quasi-linear convective system here. Mainly going to be wind, rain producers, lightning. We'll come back. I know the severe tonight includes most of northwest Missouri and Donovan and Atchison County there in northeast Kansas. We're kind of getting cleared back out of the rain here. Bear with me, chat. A little bit of data drop. There we go. It's starting to get a little data back. Quite a few dead spots for data potential here along 36 highway. Bear with. Got a little data coming here. went through a little bit of a data drop there, folks. I apologize. Fortunately, that's kind of common along 36 highway here. Don't know how well you can see it in the stream, but right over here, some pretty good updraft and convection happening in the horizon. A lot of bubbling up, towering up updrafts into the atmosphere there. Just tuning in, we're headed back west, back towards St. Joseph, Missouri. Glad you guys made it to Cameron. Cat. We're gonna come up here. Looks like a possible mesoscale discussion got issued, but it might be pertaining to heavy rainfall flooding. I'll take a look at that once I get up here a ways and can kind of get pulled off and take a look and see what we got here. Kind of re-examine the radar and the cell that I was watching over there in northeast Kansas that had the special weather statement on it. It's fizzled out, it's lost its strength. No longer a special weather statement on it. As I was saying earlier, all the expenses for me to chase come out of my pocket. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Truly have to self-support my passion here. As much as I would love to be able to do this full time, bring you better content, more live streams, I do have to maintain a full-time job in order to support my passion, as well as my family, of course. Number one, family, but to be able to do this, to get these streams out to you guys, keep you weather aware, keep you informed. Although not required, if you like the content that you're getting, the information that you're receiving, you want to show your support by donating, all donations are greatly appreciated. They go towards the expenditures of fuel to be able to travel to chase, equipment upgrades, equipment upkeep, vehicle maintenance, things like that. All support is appreciated. All support is greatly appreciated. If you do wish to show your support, up here in the top of the stream here are links. I have Venmo, I have PayPal. You could always donate to either one of those if you wish to stream here, support the channel. Like I said, all donations are greatly appreciated and go towards the expenses of gas, travel, vehicle maintenance, equipment upkeep, and upgrades. Not required, but all support is greatly appreciated, even if it's enough to just get a cup of coffee to help me going safely on the roads here. Would all be greatly appreciated. But nonetheless, I appreciate your guys' support. I enjoy very much doing this for you guys. live streaming chases, things like that. So we'll continue on here. Get ready to pull off, kind of take a look and see what we can find here. What's going to be next weather-wise in terms of storms and cells. And we'll just kind of play from here, but I'm going to turn off here and take a look and see. We can find a good little spot to pull off here, hopefully. Don't want to block any of the semis, but we might come off here a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, maybe. Ah, my goodness. Maybe not there. Holy smokes. Hopefully I didn't just tear up the bottom of my car, but my goodness. That was like an optical illusion there. It looked like level to pull off to the side there, but definitely was not level. My goodness. Yeah, that did not feel good or sound good, so hopefully we didn't just damage the vehicle any. That would be an unfortunate expense. Alright. We'll try to pull off here again. We're gonna go south here a little bit on Riverside Road. Kind of go to the southeast in a corner of St. Joe here. Not sure where that guy thought he was going, but luckily he got back over. All right, Kat. Yep, just keep me updated on where you guys are headed and all, what you run into and everything, and be safe. Get up here a little ways, try to find a spot to where we can look at well, there, we're back. Crazy with these data drops, I tell you. Was pretty pleased with the cloud to ground lightning we were getting in the stream. Very impressed with the way that was looking. Would have liked to have gotten some photography on it, but unfortunately it wasn't anywhere good to kind of pull off and watch for that. So if I can find a good spot to pull off here. Turn around and go back to that. The other side there. Well, no engine lights or anything like that come on. Tires are staying aired up, so hopefully we didn't damage the car. That would be very, very unfortunate. Come out here at 169 highway. We're going to come back into the backside of St. Joe here, the south end of St. Joe, out by I-29. We'll find a spot to pull in and take a look at radar and see what else we may potentially have coming our way. Oh, goodness. Looks like business is closed, so we'll just kind of turn around here. Oh. There we go. We'll just sit here. Check make sure we're streaming good here. Give me one moment. Okay. All right. Going to try and catch it from around my house in Buckner. All right. Sounds good. Good luck there, Cat. All right. Let me take a look at radar here. Do have severe thunderstorm warnings. I mean, all the way down from about Bethany, Missouri, all the way to the southwest to clear down to Olathe and Gardner, Kansas. Quite a bit of lines there. We did get a, let's see. So we did get a mesoscale discussion, number 1463, pertaining to Severe Thunderstorm Watch 465. This was issued from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma, approximately 5:31 p.m. This is going to pertain mainly to portions of central and eastern Iowa into northwestern Missouri. Basically continuing the severe thunderstorm watch. Strong to severe gusts remain possible for several more hours. This is due to multiple multi-cells and short line segments across central Iowa into northwest Missouri. Take a look at radar here. Sirens here, something going on. Oh, Buchanan County Sheriff. I almost look. They have the severe thunderstorm watch in effect for another, looks like 3 hours, 10 minutes, or until 9 p.m. Primary threats, they listed primary threats were scattered damaging wind gusts 70 miles per hour. Tornado 2 possible. However, I feel one of the ingredients that we're lacking is some good wind shear to facilitate long-lasting rotating cells, to facilitate that rotation factor for tornadoes. That's not to say that one couldn't happen, especially out of this line of storms that is continuing off to the east, northeast. It's pretty extensive line of cells, all the way from goodness, about central Iowa all the way down to past Emporia, Kansas. More of a quasi-linear type setup there. could have some QLCS tornadoes out of that. Just some brief weak spin ups. That's not to say that can't happen, but as far as this general area, Buchanan County, Donovan County, the corner of northwest Missouri, northeast Kansas, like that, I don't really foresee that happening or being a potential. Honestly, looking off to the southwest here, I almost want to say that nothing more is really probably going to develop for the remainder of the evening, to be quite honest. That's not to say a few won't pop up here and there. I'm going to drop over to the Topeka radar site. Yeah, and we're really not showing anything out to the west developing. The closest bit of development is all the way out northwest Kansas, kind of at the Colorado state line there. This line that passed through here, developed early, is continuing to push off to the east and northeast, carrying with some severe thunderstorm warnings. Anything that I'm seeing that's popping up, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Makes it a little easier. I'm kind of talking along here and not really showing you guys, so I apologize for that. So looking at radar here, as you can see, this is the line that we were trying to catch up with when we come across Tango. That blue dot is me. It's continuing to push off to the east. Pretty extensive line. If I draw this out, we got Des Moines up here, all the way down past Emporia. You can see the polygons flashing the severe thunderstorm warnings. Most of these are going to be just heavy rain, strong winds, 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts, hail around an inch at best. I don't think I've seen anything over an inch yet, potential. So we're talking like penny-sized hail at best, maybe quarter size. There is one secondary line, shorter line back here over towards Maryville, passing through Maryville now, just to the southwest, kind of Maitland, Missouri. About 3/4 inch hail, 6 mile per hour wind gusts. But that severe thunderstorm warning is actually set to expire probably in the next few minutes. And then looking back at my radar here, Kansas City, go to the Kansas City radar site. You can see there's nothing out here to the west. You got your dry line there. Yeah, even the Topeka radar, there's continues to be nothing populating out to the west. You can kind of see any convection that's trying to happen. Let's see here. Any convection that's trying to happen loses its strength as it's coming into the Donovan County area. So I would not be surprised if they shift this and drop Donovan County, Atchison County, Kansas from that watch, severe thunderstorm watch. That remains to be seen. But as these continue to push off, at the immediate moment, as these continue to push off to the east, northeast, I would not be surprised if you see the severe thunderstorm watch drop off for these northwest Missouri corner and right here, the two counties in Kansas, northeast Kansas. Bring it back up. Okay. But I mean, we've got sunshine and blue skies back to the west. We're currently looking to the southwest here. I'm going to take a quick look at some models here. So bear with me. I'll be right back with you guys. guys, I'm back. Yeah, just looking at some model runs. Honestly, what looks like happened was initially the HRRR was showing cell initiation reflectivity. A little bit later, more like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hours, basically following the track that this line is that had formed as now that passed through. Looks like it just happened a little earlier than what the HRRR was showing for the model run, the projection, and the potential. They actually just took down the that mesoscale discussion polygon. Gonna keep an eye on it here, and see what they end up doing, if they're gonna drop the severe thunderstorm watch for some of these areas. If they do, there's a pretty good chance we'll go ahead and call it a night. I just don't really see much in the way of storm cells continuing for the immediate northeast Kansas, northwest Missouri, primarily like Buchanan County, Andrew County, areas like that. I just don't see much more happening. They just put out a new, we'll take a look at it and see what it says. Oh, nope, they just, okay. For some reason, the that mesoscale discussion dropped off, but then it popped back on, so it's still there. But like I said, these storms are moving off. For the most part, the line is running right along, right smack dab along I-35. Currently passing over I-35, which runs kind of north and south there, and is continuing to move off towards like Chillicothe and Trenton, Missouri, Jamesport, kind of at Gallatin, Hamilton right now. Of course, these are several areas that have received quite a bit of the rainfall, recent rainfall that's spawned flooding and things like that. But it looks like even as these continue to move off to the east-northeast, they're starting to lose some strength as well. So I honestly don't foresee much more happening storm-wise. I think these developed a little sooner, pushed through and pushed out a little sooner than the models were initially showing. So I think we're probably going to look at calling it a night here. At least got to come out and roll with it a little bit, but I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Those of you that did, those of you that chimed in on the chat. At best, got you some footage of some cloud-to-ground lightning, so that is good. It's always impressive to see, in my opinion. Dangerous, yes, but it's impressive to see. Other than that, I'll keep monitoring for the next severe weather potential. The only reason I did come out on this one tonight, originally wasn't planning to come out and chase or anything. Was looking pretty messy. Not like anything was really going to happen except for a little bit of heavy rain and some wind was the main thing. But then as the day went on, they had included this area into the slight risk. The Storm Prediction Center did. And then the severe thunderstorm watch was released late this afternoon. I decided to come on out with it. Glad I did. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting much, but did get some cloud-to-ground lightning in the stream. So I am going to go back through the stream and try to pull some stills from that for some lightning photography. hopefully it works. I've been able to do it in the past, so we'll go there. And if you're not currently following me on Facebook, be sure to find me on Facebook, Storm Chaser Jeff Smith. Follow my page. I'm also on Instagram, JD Smith WX. And then, of course, you got me here on YouTube, Storm Chaser Jeff Smith. This is where all my live streams occur. And I broadcast them all live as they're happening. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure to tell family, friends to follow my channels as well. To like and subscribe, follow everything, especially if you're family or friends, or you've got ones that live in the northeast Kansas, northwest Missouri, southeast Nebraska, and southwest Iowa areas. Those are the primary areas that I chase in, that I cover. Other than that, like I said, I always appreciate everybody's support, so thank you for tuning in and joining me this evening. Didn't really get into much, but nonetheless, I had a little bit of fun, especially enjoyed the lightning. But you guys continue to remain weather aware, stay safe, and have a blessed Thursday evening. Until next time, this is Storm Chaser Jeff Smith signing off. You guys have a good night.